This is a story about the extraordinary intelligence of humankind's closest friend. It begins 2 months ago at the SPCA in South Auckland.
This is my team, Rosie, Marie, and Jasmine.
The man doing the introductions is Master Animal Trainer Mark Vetti.
Let's go do it. Cheers. Cool.
He's worked with everything from pukeko to deer and has even trained rats.
Check it out, ladies. This is the latest thing.
Ooh,
It's
what's that?
big screen TV. You'll love it.
Yay!
His current assignment involves dogs.
Certainly a good look, and a year old means it should be at the right age to train.
It sounds simple until you hear what he's going to get them to do.
She's the perfect size for the car, I think. So that no animal's ever driven a car before. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a straight. We're going to head off. You know, so we start the car, get into position, brake on, gear in place, back onto the steering wheel accelerator, take off, and hoon along the straight and then stop.
Yep, Mark and his team are going to teach 3 dogs how to drive a car. But first things first, the future dog drivers have to be chosen from a 7-strong shortlist of candidates.
And so giant schnauzer cross.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, somebody needs to adopt that dog.
I can't see us only going home with 3, can you?
Oh, please.
She's a sweetie, but she's too young. But they're all good, I must say. There's not much between any of them.
Now I wanna be your dog.
In the end, 3 very different dogs are chosen. There's Monty, an 18-month-old giant schnauzer who was given to the SPCA by an owner who was unable to control him. The second dog is Ginny, a 1-year-old Whippet cross who was rescued from abusive owners. The final dog is Porter, a 10-month-old Beardy cross found roaming the streets, an abandoned stray. Decision made, the life of these 3 dogs is about to radically change. Instead of the walled enclosures of the SPCA, there'll be bush, paddocks, rivers and cars.
Here we go. First day, in fact, she was straight on.
7 days later, the dog's training is progressing well. At this early stage, lessons revolve around putting paws on targets
Left and right. And so she's
and
left.
getting used to sitting in a mock-up car rig.
You're a clever boy.
It's a slow process requiring huge patience.
Wrong. Wrong.
But out of the chaos, order gradually appears.
Yeah, good boy.
So I think we've got them adjusted, we've got them in a routine. They really love the farm, running around and doing things.
2 weeks of intensive training later, the dogs are beginning to master the basics of driving a car. Porter's gear changes are a thing of beauty.
Well, there it is, it's in gear now.
And check out his paw position.
So he's got a nice driving style with a nice straight back.
Ginny's starting to steer, left and right, while Monty is working on both his gear changes and acceleration.
Okay, we're off. You're in drive. We haven't taught him brake yet.
By week 5, the training rig has been given a major overhaul.
Dogs are everywhere, almost everywhere that I go.
A starter button has been added, and the accelerator, brake and gear stick have all been strengthened and repositioned.
Mobile.
But the biggest change is underneath the rig.
We're starting to simulate the movement of the car.
Despite this being the first time on wheels, the dogs cope remarkably well.
They leave their scent behind them.
Key.
Everywhere.
Starting the car, brum brum. Good. That's the key on. It's in gear, brake on. Put it into gear.
Good.
So it's moving off. Accelerator on. Hand on the steering wheel. Accelerator on the steering.
Wait.
And driving.
Good. Wait.
Good boy. That was great.
Yeah.
Good boy.
They always wag their tails at all the pretty girls and all the women.
When we chain behaviours together, in this case we've got like 10 behaviours, and we're all putting together, so each behaviour is a trained behaviour, and then you put them into a sequence. So it's a lot to do, and for the dog to actually start to get an idea of what actually is happening takes quite a long time.
Good
With the
weight.
doggy driving lessons advancing well, the pressure is on a bunch of skilled engineers on the other side of town. Their job is to modify a real car, so it can be driven by a four-legged canine.
This part is the extended brake pedal. This will clamp to the pedal of the brake so as not to damage anything, and this will come up to by the steering wheel where the dog should be able to operate it with his foot.
2 weeks later, the car is ready. This is a big moment. It's the first time the dogs have trained away from the farm, and it's the first time in a real car. Incredibly, Monty jumps in like it's the most natural thing in the world.
Wait. Is it neutral, Jess?
And when the order comes to put it in gear,
Good boy. Yeah.
he knows exactly what to do.
Hey. Hey.
Once Marie gives the A
Good,
for
wait.
accelerator command, he's off.
Ready?
It's a truly remarkable sight. But inside, the dogs are getting a helping hand.
Turn. Good boy. Turn. Turn. Good. Turn.
How they'll fare driving alone and unassisted on a narrow track is still a nerve-wracking proposition. 2 months of daily training will be sorely tested, and it'll be done on live TV.
We had a couple of days ago, the car was going too fast, the train nearly got run over, the car, the braking, the dogs, but no, we've got it all here now. There's no excuses. We've got to get in there and show that dogs can drive cars. It'll be Dial a Dog the week after this.
Next Monday, we'll see if he's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. Monty, go. Go. Good.
Nasty dog, doggy dog.
Good boy.